What's going on YouTube? I'm back again tonight with another video. Quick video. I wanted to make it because I really felt disrespected and I was totally shocked about this incident, you know. All right, so yesterday I was doing Uber Eats on the east side. I was on the east side. I went and got the food, and then I was on my way to the drop off on the west side. Now, for those who don't know, Central Park is really a big park. Tourist people go there. You got the joggers, and then also Central Park has a lot of history behind it, like a lot of history. And then you don't want to be in Central Park after dark, you know. And then I remember when I was in my young days, this white cop, I was riding my bicycle with the other bikers, and the other bikers, they were white, and I was black, and they ran the light, and I ran the light. So the undercover cop basically followed me and gave me a ticket, and I already knew he was prejudiced, you know. But yeah, so Central Park, you gotta be really careful when you like in Central Park. You gotta have your head on the swivel, you know. You just never know, and also it'd be a lot of police in Central Park. Now, yeah, so I'm headed to the west side. I didn't want to go through because Central Park has a mini highway where cars could go from like the east side to the west side, and I didn't want to take that route because it's very dangerous. We got a lot of hit and runs in Manhattan, and people just don't stop. They would just literally hit you and keep on riding. So I'm like, that's not the smart way I'm gonna take. So let me take the other smart way and just go through Central Park. And yesterday was brutally cold. You know, I had my hands in my pocket and I was still delivering the foods, you know. So now I'm in Central Park now and it was so cold. Now, mind you guys, I'm being real careful around the bikers, the joggers. It was a lot of white people jogging, like literally with nothing on. You know what I'm saying? That's just how they do. Um, Now, as I'm in Central Park and I'm riding, I'm like halfway through Central Park, almost to the west side now, going going to the west side. I mean, sorry about that. Oh yeah, also shout out to my ex. I still love her. I still miss her all the time. I think about her all the time, man. And y'all know y'all know my ex is beautiful, man. She was a model. Shout out to Nay, man. I remember I used to always pick her up from school. You know, we would, go and hang out and get something to eat and just, chop it up. Now, at this particular time, she was learning about the Central Park Five. Now, the Central Park Five is about how these young black men, they got accused of rape by this white woman. And I think it happened in around like 1989, somewhere around there. Long story short, they was innocent, but at the same time they did a lot of time behind that, you know. And it's crazy. So yeah, she put me onto Central Park Five, and I read up on it, and it was just, I wasn't surprised because every day is a story about how a black brother coming out of prison for something he didn't do, or you know, so yeah. So anyways, I'm halfway, almost out of Central Park, and this white lady, me and this white lady, we come across each other, and she calls me a monkey. She was like, "Oh, there's a lot of monkeys in here." Now, when I rode past her, I didn't think of it. I didn't think nothing of it. But then I'm like, "Oh shit." She was talking directly to me because I was the only black person there at that particular time. It was just me. I was by myself, and I was around a lot of joggers, a lot of white people. So maybe I guess she felt offended that I was like riding my little one wheel, my little unicycle. But like I said, I wasn't riding fast or none of that shit. I was just being careful. So yeah, she says, "Oh, there's a lot of monkeys in here." I look back at her. I should have said something because that was totally uncalled for, and that was a racial slur. And I know if I would have came out of my face to her, it would have been a whole different story. You know, I probably would have gotten arrested yesterday. And maybe and that's one thing about me, man. I try not to put my hands on people because I know what I'm capable of doing. You know, I'm not trying to come with violence. You know, because us black people, they already view us as being violent already. You know, it's down the history lane. So after she says that to me, I should have said something to her back. Said a racial slur, say a racial slur back to her, but I didn't. I just let it go. I let it rock. But I really can't believe she said that. You know, I really can't believe she said that to me. I was just totally shocked. Anyways, I kept it moving. But it's just so crazy how racism still exists to this day. Racism is still alive. It's very alive. Racism is taught from like family to family, even to the young kids. Racism is in people's veins, even in their blood. And it's really sad that we got to live with people like that in this world. You know, and then us black people, we already the number one enemy. Everybody already don't like us anyway. And it's been like that for years. It's just so fucked up that we live in such an evil world where racism can never die down. Whether you in the US or out of the country. But yeah, when that lady called me a monkey, I probably do look like a monkey because I'm getting older now, you know. When I was younger, I was kind of handsome, but hey man, fuck it, man. We all gonna die someday. And as you get older, you get like a little uglier. Some people still look good when they get older, you know. But yeah, man, fuck it, man. I just really can't believe she called me a monkey. Now, my response to that is fuck her, and I hope she dies. I hope she dies this year. Fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I should have said it. I should have said it to her when I was in Central Park. And like I said, man, I have low tolerance for people, and this is why I don't like people. Like when I say I don't like people, I don't like people. You know what I mean? I try to stay far away from people because I'm gonna wind up getting crazy, and then I gotta control my anger, and I'm not trying to go to jail. You know, just by doing something to somebody and putting them in ICU or a coma for a whole year. I don't want to do that. Or giving somebody brain damage, permanent brain damage for like a blow. You know, because I know what I'm capable of doing, man. And I just don't got tolerance for people. And this is why in this world you can't be too friendly. You can't really smile with people because people like to take advantage of you. You got people like to talk. You know, they like to take advantage of you and they like to talk behind your back. Every day I look at videos, there's always something about racism. Somebody's calling somebody this, somebody calling somebody that. And it's like, damn, we can't just get along as a people. Nope, we can't. My people, and it's crazy because it wasn't my fault. I was born black. I didn't ask to be born black. I'm black. You know, the white man, they've been calling us the word nigger with the ER at the end of it. For years, they gave us that word. And it's sad, man. My people been through hell and back, man. And like I said, I wasn't even born when all this shit was happening. But the fact that I was born black, the fact that I was born black, automatically I'm a target. Automatically people don't like me because of the color of my skin. I'm so glad I wasn't born like around Martin Luther King time and shit, because racism was really high at his particular time, where you got the white people, they had their own bathrooms, and you got the blacks, they had their own bathroom. And it's fucking crazy, man. I'm like, damn, man. And I love me some white woman, damn, too, like, but don't get it twisted. Yes, I love white women, but also you got the racist white woman. Just like the white woman that called me a monkey in Central Park. Those white women, I stay away from. Again, because I already know if I put my hands on them, I'm gonna go to jail for a long time. The system is gonna swallow me. And I'm not trying to do no hard time behind that. And again, like I said, I love white women. I love white women. I love the smell of their pussy. And I love licking their ass. Like I said, I would surrender to a white woman. You know, I could have been like, I could have said some shit like, I could have said some shit to her like, "Oh, you white cracker," or like, "You pig," or whatever. You know, I could have called her something like that, but I didn't. And that's I give myself a clap on that. I did a good job by not clapping back at her. But again, like I said, it's fuck her, and I hope she dies. Because she's racist. She's a racist ass woman. Stay the fuck away from me if you racist. I'm mad that this incident took place. I come with love. I come with open arms. We are kings and queens. But a lot of people don't see it like that. It's very soul crushing, man. And again, after she called me that, I was just overthinking and overthinking. I was frustrated. I was I was sad. I was like, wow, can't believe she called me a monkey. And again, this is exactly why I stay to myself. I'm always by myself. I'm always serious. Because I've been through a lot of traumatizing shit and bad experiences with human beings, man, and people. Well, same thing. Humans, people, same shit. It's crazy, y'all. It's always that one human being that just gotta be racist. We can never get along, man. And us black people, we took pain for years, man, down the history. For years. I learned about this shit in school. You know, they still got racism down south. My people getting hanged from a tree just for hanging out with a white girl. And then her family finds out, and then they come and hang the black man from a tree. But like I said, racism will never, ever die down. It will always be. It will always be here, man. I'm sick and tired of this shit. And again, it's fuck people, man. This is exactly why I just say fuck people. I can't be nice to people. When you come to me, I gotta know your energy. I gotta examine you. And then after I do that, I'll see how I feel about you. Anyway, man, with that being said, I'll catch you on my next video, man. I'm out. Yeah, pray for me. And I'll catch y'all in my next video. Peace out.